I want to talk from my heart. If I can help people, that's what matters. After 2 years of being a buy the dip bull in January, we announced that we were selling everything. That means the Magnificent Seven, QQQs, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, everything. We also announced that we would be shorting into this market, specifically the same assets we had just exited. At the same time, we made a strong recommendation on natural gas and other commodities. And every single one of these calls has aged exceptionally well. People say you can't predict the market. Well, look at our track record. For the last 4 years on YouTube, we've been nailing it. As a former hedge fund manager, I was judged on a monthly basis. What did you do this month? How much money did you make? Nothing changes here. So, what's the big question? How do we profit in this market? When we told you Warren Buffett was sitting on record cash, he wasn't buying and holding. When we told you BlackRock sold all its cryptocurrency, they weren't in for the long term. When Palantir's CEO, insiders, and hedge funds were selling their stocks, they weren't averaging down. Right now, we are in a bear market. The signs we are looking for a real reversal is the market must rally with strength, not just bounce temporarily. This is not a correction. It's a bear market. This bear market could last 3 months, 6 months, or about a year. But we are approaching oversold levels. Here's the trick. Don't buy just because we're oversold. Bear market rallies are weak. The market may rally for 1 to 4 weeks, but we're going to do what's unpopular. What will lose me subscribers? What will get me thumbs down? I am going to short into that rally. Here's the game plan. In the last 3 months, I've had great profits. So I will take my profits on natural gas and some shorts. I will wait for the oversold rally. I will not buy on this sell off. Once the market rallies, I short again. I will be looking for commodities breaking out. I will rebuild more position in natural gas. These same facts I told you in December, January, and February. When I told you this same scenario months ago, I said, we'll see who's right. Now you see, I was damn right. One day this bear market will end, but not today. Soon we'll be deeply oversold, but in a bear market. Something oversold can become even more oversold. The rallies will not be sustainable or able to take great profits. That's why I won't be buying into the sell off. Instead, I'll be waiting for the rally to short it or to switch from a bear market to a bull market, which we will definitely announce on the channel. I'm not here to sell you a newsletter. I'm not here asking you to click on affiliate links. I don't have a Discord. I don't care if you listen or not. I'm just here to tell you that in 3 months' time from now, we're going to see who was right. I'm here to even the odds for you. 2025 is going to be a brutal year, not just for Americans, for Europeans, for Ukrainians, for Russian, and everyone affected by inflation, rising commodity prices, and tariffs. This isn't a political channel. Some things Trump does, I agree with. Something Trump does, I don't. My political opinions don't matter on this channel. What matters is we are in a bear market. It wouldn't have made a difference if Trump was here, Kamala was here. We were going to be in this bear market. A bull market will return, and it will return under Trump, but not right now. Sure, we are oversold. Sure, you think it's a good time to buy. Spoiler, don't buy. A dead cat bounce is coming, but don't chase it. I challenge you, build a system of probabilities of succeeding. You can be a fundamentalist, a technical trader, a historical analyst. It doesn't matter, but build something that works because this game is changing. I am a consistent, weight of evidence, rule-based, top-down investor trader who relies on analytics, data-driven insights, and technical analysis with a focus on probability-based strategy. I trade across all time frames, short, medium, and long term, while prioritizing risk management, investing and trading with numbers, mathematics, and probabilities. I'm rule-based strategy. Most individuals make investment decisions based on emotional reactionary impulses. A rule-based system provides a disciplined, systematic approach to trading, eliminating the emotional bias. It prevents the urge to buy a stock out of excitement or sell one in response to fear or negative news. A rule-based system follows predefined human-made rules to store, sort, and manipulate data. These systems require a set of facts or a data source, a clear set of rules to process that data. Rule-based investing follows a structural list of strict guidelines based on a series of simple if-then rules. Having the right rules, removing emotion from the decision making. No more guessing. Decisions are based on probability. By following a rule-based, probability-driven approach, I focus on consistent data-based strategies to maximize success across different market conditions. Before we continue with the commodities industry, I just want to say that I see the charts, I see the historical information on the ETFs and the sectors of Hong Kong, Germany, Europe, and China. And even though they have been reacting well lately to the tariffs, I'm not jumping on board and thinking that this is the place to buy because they are reacting well recently. I feel in the next 6 months to 1 year, the whole world will feel their prices going lower. But people need to put their money someplace. The big investment bankers need to do something. And we are still advising that the commodities market is the place where they're going to put their money. I remember one of the first videos we ever did about 3 years ago was that lean hogs, oats, and orange juice would outperform technology. And for that 6 months to 1 year, it did it before the bull market took its place. We feel this is exactly what's going to happen again. Now, there are many commodities starting to break out, so it's important to pick the winners and the biggest movers in the commodity sector. Our first pick in the commodity sector was also natural gas, and it probably has been the best performer out there. Before we get started, disclaimer, the information provided on our channels for educational and informational purposes only and is not intended to be a substitute for professional financial advice. You need to do your own homework. You need to build your own system. At one period of time, since the beginning of the bull market 2 years ago, natural gas was on a declining phase for about 2 years. And then it went to an accumulation phase. And now for the last 3 months, we are in what's called a growth phase. We talked about the history of 2021 to 2022 on the commodities market and what specifically happened to the United States market and all around the world. Commodities went up, stock market went down. This inevitable force would have happened with Trump in office, without Trump in office, with Kamala in office, with Biden in office, or whoever put and was elected as the American president. Because in the next 3 months, this will be happening to Germany, Hong Kong, China, and in Europe, even though the layman eye will tell you that those sectors, those countries are going up higher. It's going to hit them too. And the money will flow into commodities. We initiated a buy on the commodity natural gas on January 31st at $16. The current price is $23.19 on the close on Friday. That's a 45% gain. While we also took all our profits in the technology sector, in cryptocurrency, and the stock market, in fact, instead of losing the money the last 2 months, where the S&P, let's say, is down 7%, 8% for the year, on just one position, we made 45% on the ETF itself. And as you know, we also do options and CFD future contracts on this commodity. So the 45% for us is probably 450% gains. But for the video, let's keep it easy. We recommended on January 8th natural gas bullish recommendation to buy in any pullbacks. We specifically had 3, 4 times to buy on this pullback after the breakout. And anywhere you would have got from 16, 17 to 18, you would have been up from 25% to 45%. So what's our next recommendation? Of course, we took some of our profits off natural gas, but we do have a position in there, and we are looking to build further the position. Now, thus saying that, if there is a pullback, we are looking to buy the 20 to 21 range to rebuy. If it's not a pullback and it closes above the recent high of, let's say, about 24 something, this will further impact the price of natural gas. How high can natural gas go? Well, let's look at a 2-year picture. In Q3 2022, we sold out of our natural gas at the highs of 140. And then, as we told you, it went through a declining phase and then an accumulation phase. And now recently, it's on a breakout phase. I don't give price recommendations on how high it can go. But if this thing breaks out, it's got a lot of room to move higher. So what we are doing is called continuation buying. On pullbacks, we are buying more. Why are we buying more? Because natural gas, the sector of commodities, is in a bull market. We're using oversold indicators to buy on the pullbacks. And even though this looks like a cheap trick because of where it's been, we've seen the natural gas closer to 10, 11 recently, but now we are what we call prioritizing uptrends. We are taking profits, but we're also buying into it, and we have a stop loss, a mental stop loss where we would get out. What is most important, we're maintaining consistency on our system. Let's look at the overall sector of the commodity, where it came down to the 200-day moving average, bounced off of it, and let's see where the overall commodity index will be going. But thus saying that, you cannot say we were dead spot on telling you to get out of the stock market, out of cryptocurrency, to short the market. You certainly can say that we weren't absolutely right on natural gas. Let's continue further. We'll be looking to buy into natural gas again when our short-term RSIs go a little bit lower, when the intermediate and long-term have a dip down, and then we will be buying more. I will also be looking to buy other commodities. I know this sounds crazy when you're telling me natural gas will outperform NVIDIA, Palantir, but this is my prediction. This is my bold statement. And for the last 3 months, I have been right. I am not buying dead count bounces on technology. What I will be looking for is companies that are breaking out. Furthermore, the CCI indicator, which is neutral now, but the natural gas is trading above the 0 mark. We appreciate you listening to this channel. We appreciate you for the likes, but it's more important for you to build your own system. What is your system? What is your strategy? You know, it's always kind of funny. I can tell people exactly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, but unless you study it, unless you have your own information, it'll never work. Thus saying that, I gave you my game plan. You know the catchphrase, study it, analyze it, adapt it. Peace.